Six of Wands. The Devil is at the bottom. Seven of Pentacles, the High Priestess. The Five of Cups. Someone doesn't see something clearly. Okay. Maybe they can't. Someone could be in the dark about something. Maybe they don't know something. They want to know something. But the pieces that they have, it doesn't make sense to them. Something's out of place. Okay, something's out of place. Something is there that shouldn't be there. Page of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. Someone, this seems like a clouded mind, clouded judgment. Okay. What's causing this energy? Someone is confuddled. What's causing this energy? They don't know if they're winning or losing. Okay. Why? Why are they confused? Ten of Cups. They should be happy. This person should be happy. This person is in a space in their life where it is maybe picture perfect. Okay, good on paper. Woo! Where did that come from? This person is living a life that is good on paper, but the reality of it is that there are a lot of things that are missing within the truth of this person's life, and so they're confuddled. They feel as though they have to live up to whatever maybe perception that persons have of them. This person feels as though they have to live up to the perception that others have of them, even though the perception that others have of them is a false narrative as to who they truly are. So they kind of show up in a way that says, yes, I'm confirming to you who I am by doing this, by doing that, by saying this, by saying that, right? They're almost programmed into certain responses and a certain choice and a certain mode and lifestyle in order to appease to the crowd, okay? So on some level, this is puppetry. This could be strings. So they feel as though the life that is perceived of them is a puppet show, even with their arms up. And then we have the Nine of Swords here. The audience dictates this person's life. They feel as though they have to put on the show because maybe the applause is what makes them feel like they have won something, even though, again, there's something about their reality that's not matching. This is like a comedian who, right? This is an example. Being a comedian and your career is about making others laugh, bringing joy and relief to the masses, but you're actually depressed in your reality and you suppress that and you push that down in order to wow the crowd because of what you get from their reaction. But yet and still, that doesn't satiate this energy because it's not, it, it hmm, it's a cover up. You get what I'm saying? Real life issues be going on. Real life shit be happening. Real life letdowns and heartbreaks and okay, real shit be going on. But yet they show up and it's like ta-da, right? We have the Empress, we have the World in the reverse. This person does not want to be seen. We have the Three of Cups. This person doesn't want to be a star. This person doesn't want to be a celebrity. Maybe they ended up in a certain space in their life that attracted that sort of energy to them. And again, it gained them certain things in their life. But see, now this is a bit confusing because in some energies, as I'm describing this energy, they enjoy the attention, they enjoy the crowd. But then in other energies of the same energy, right? So this energy within itself, it it kind of has other off branching energies within itself, okay? The almost like the molecules of the energy itself carry their own signature energies within them. Certain levels of those energies within the same energy fight, this energy fights against itself. You get what I'm saying? Even me trying to describe what's happening here, it's almost like self combustion or something, okay? It's an internal storm, an internal, like I'm going like this. So there's some sort of churning motion. Okay, someone could have an upset stomach or something going on with that, maybe nausea or something. But what I'm saying is there's instances where the person enjoys the energy, then there's other times when they don't. But in the totality of what I'm saying, there's another life that they're living, which is their true life, not what they put on for others. The true life of this person, right, could be really topsy turvy. But because of what they display, people believe that that is it. And then they take that particular perception of this person and they almost destroy themselves in comparison to a perception of a stranger. They beat themselves up, they compete, they compare, they nitpick at their own flaws, they fall into erratic behaviors, they create false personas, they destroy connections in their life, they destroy their own lives comparing themselves to a perception of a stranger. That's why they're confused. Seven of Wands, Justice. Ace of Wands. There's some sort of justice that's going to, or some action, okay, that's going to take place. Maybe to do with the defending of a zone. The Moon. This is something confidential. The Eight of Swords. Someone's trying to block you from certain information. The Strength. Maybe because they don't want you to... Someone's trying to block you from certain information because they don't want you to gain a level of power. Okay, maybe it's something that incriminates them. Nine of Cups in the reverse. This is starting to get messy. Queen of Swords in the reverse. They're trying to hide or cover up something. I did mention a cover up. Someone's trying to cover something up. Eight of Pentacles. The Six of Cups. Maybe for something that they paid for in the past and now it's catching up to them. Someone did something. Someone did something in the past, okay? Someone already did something and they're not wanting you to find out what it is. All right, they're trying to hide something because they don't want it to catch up with them, okay? The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Someone did something. The Tower. The Seven of Cups. This is some sort of dark mystery. The Queen of Cups. Let's clear it and let's go in again because I'm gaining access into some sort of file. So let's dig a little deeper and see what messages come out. So this is just going to be whatever comes out, a random read we're receiving today. How lucky are we? If it doesn't resonate with you, just take it as entertainment. But we're going to tap in with this narrative. All right. I'm going to be right back. Okay. We're going to get a good read. You click. Actually, should I? Just one click. Okay, we said someone did something in the past. It was under some sort of confidential file, but we're gaining access into whatever this file is. It's something that they don't want us to know. Okay, they don't want it to catch up with them. Come on now. The world in the reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the world in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles, and the Temperance. This could be someone that has a big audience, okay? This could be someone that or has a big reputation or is well known in some way, all right? But they don't want, this is why you couldn't tap into this information before, because it was under some sort of review, okay? Or it couldn't be released to the press because it had to be studied, all right? An investigation. Oh my God, why am I here? Why me? Okay, Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, Five of Wands. They could have been fighting over some sort of property. Okay. Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands. Someone got locked up for something, or someone tried to evade imprisonment. Okay, maybe this person was on the run and they didn't. Okay, they could have been on the run. Maybe they started to run out of money, or maybe they ran out of money, or they were getting in trouble along the way. This could be that someone did something, right? They committed some sort of crime, whatever it was. It could be like a blue collar crime, but or a white collar crime, but this person, they were on the run until they started to run out of money, or they started to get into problems because maybe they're a chaotic type of person. Maybe they have certain mental disturbances, and so even though they're on the run and they're supposed to be laying low, wherever they go, trouble follows them because the trouble is within them. Okay, they carry their burdens, they carry their trauma with them wherever they go, and so with that they create chaos, burdens, fights, disruptions with the communities that they enter into. So it causes problems for them in their life because it raises alarms as to where they are, and they're trying to hide from whatever it is that they've done. And again, I'm saying that this is someone with a big reputation, or maybe this is someone with a large audience. So I don't know, right? Again, people have private lives, so this could be some sort of lifestyle that they have that people don't know about. They're just known for the work that they produce. And so because of the work they produce, they're seen a certain way, okay? But in the reality, this is a very chaotic person and they're running away from something. Eight of Pentacles, the Star, the King of Cups in the reverse, the Five of Swords in the reverse, the King of Wands, Two of Wands, Six of Swords. Oh, that's too many. Eight of Swords at the bottom. Let's see. Okay, so this King of Cups popped out in the reverse. They are making irrational choices right now in their life because they feel seen, okay? They feel scoped out, they feel targeted, okay? Their third eye could be throbbing. What they're doing is catching up with them. Spiritually, it isn't even about the persons that are in their life that may be affected by the way that they, you know, whatever chaos they cause in other person's lives. Because, like I said, this is someone, they could be on the run from their own demons, but along the way, they're still creating chaos with the communities and the environments, right? And the spaces that they encounter as they continue to run through life, okay? And the energy of what they're creating and the spaces that they connect to, that they either leave behind as they move on to destroy other communities and homes, or just the energies that they live in within themselves, within the turmoil that they create in their minds, okay? That is creating some sort of abomination spiritual wise. So that creates a level of darkness within person's lives, okay? And you start to be seen as psychologically unwell, but really it's spirit. The Emperor is in the reverse. The Hierophant is in the reverse. This person is either losing their mind, or if they had spiritual gifts, they are losing their spiritual gifts. It's deteriorating. They're beginning to notice it within themselves. Five of Swords in the reverse, the Eight of Pentacles. This person probably needs medication, okay? This person probably needs to see a doctor. We have the Six of Swords, the King of Wands, the Two of Wands. They have someone that they want to connect to. Whoever this person is, this King of Cups in the reverse that's going through this, they have a King of Wands that they're wanting to connect to. I don't think that's the doctor. Maybe that could be a part of the hidden life. I said someone is hiding something. They have, okay, so that's why they create chaos in the communities that they enter into, because they're trying to hide who they really are, okay, or what they're really into in their life. And the persons that they try to do it to aren't in agreement with them. And so they make a ruckus wherever they go, thinking that they're going to do this until they stumble upon, y'all hear that police siren? This is someone that thinks that they can do this until they stumble upon the one who will play ball, right? But the reality of it is they're not really looking for someone to play ball with them. They're simply addicted to whatever their lifestyle is. So if this is about wanting to whatever with another person, of whoever the person is, they're addicted to that energy. They're addicted to the chaos, the run, the thrill, the all of that. All of the storyline in between is just a part of the recipe of the chaos. It's some sort of eternal bloodlust for this sort of energy. It feeds the demon. We have the Four of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. Someone was waiting on something to work out for them. Ten of Wands, the Eight of Cups. This feels as though this is someone that had a fairly decent life, okay? Could have been slightly sad. Nothing over the top that other families haven't experienced, right? They've gone through very common experiences of love and hate, healing and sickness, things like that. So this is someone that uses the energy of having gone through something that hurt their feelings before. They use that as the eternal, everlasting excuse as to why they will deform themselves by taking on amalgamations of demonic fucking forms, right? They justify that with, oh, I went through something before. I was hurt before. I lost someone before. I I went through my dark night of the soul. So I'm allowed to be a fucking asshole and act like I have no sense and that I can't learn a lesson and that I have to be stuck in a cycle and I have to talk about this every day and show people that I'm still unhealed, that I'm still a jackass, that I'm still a fool. I get to do this and it's mwah, chef's kiss, perfection. Because yeah, I was hurt before. You get it? That's why it works. That's why it's okay. I was hurt before, so I get to be a ass. Duh. Duh. I was hurt before. I get to cheat on you. I was cheated on before. I was abused. I get to be confused and lost and scared and I get to keep doing that to you because I was hurt before. I get to know what the truth is and act like I don't know because I was hurt before. Okay? That's this energy. I didn't even flip these over. Okay. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. This is stagnancy. This right here, this is stagnancy. Ten of Cups, the Strength, the Justice. The Seven of Cups in the reverse. Someone knows exactly what they're doing. Okay? So this is also feeling. What example was I just getting? I was just getting an example. Overprivileged or something, okay? I'm also getting overprivileged energy. Someone that they have everything they need at their fingertips and so and maybe they didn't even have to provide everything that they have at their fingertips that is readily available to them. they are not the ones that created that energy for themselves. You get what I'm saying? So this is, I'm picking up on the energy of someone who has providers in their life for them, plural, okay? And so they need levels of stimulants because they're bored, okay? Like a spoiled brat. I don't know. Page of Pentacles, Nine of Cups in the reverse, Two of Cups in the reverse, Three of Cups. When they can't get what they want, they leave. This is someone, when they can't get what they want from you, they leave and they don't come back until you give them what they want. Yeah. Because again, they feel overprivileged. They feel as though they were too good for you in the first place. And so if you're not going to give them what they want, then they have no need for you. Six of Pentacles. Pay me or get the fuck on. That's the energy. The Hangman. The Lovers. The Four of Swords. Whatever connections they're in, they're strictly transactional. Ace of Cups. The Empress and the High Priestess with the Ace of Cups. And the Queen of Pentacles. There's a Queen of Pentacles that you should trust. Five of Cups. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. Someone isn't attracted to someone. And someone's heard about it. The Sun and the Eight of Wands. The Sun in the reverse and the Eight of Wands. Someone wanted you to be attracted to them, but you weren't. They wanted you to trust them, but you know better than to. Basically, the truth is, if others want to trust them, you don't care and they can. There's some sort of living hell here, and I'm not going to be a part of that. Ace of Wands in the reverse. You're not attracted to these energies. The Death. Didn't I say there's some sort of living hell here? This is like the Walking Dead. Page of Cups. Three of Swords, and their emotions are not even sincere. Queen of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Swords, just fucking pay me. Thank you. Seven of Swords. You're thief. I don't even know what this is, right? And what you stole, but thank you. Ten of Swords. That's over with. Eight of Swords. Now they feeling... Whoever this is, they feel like they were just blindsided. Me too. Knight of Cups. What's this offer now? Let's see. Because this is a whole fucking mess. So we might as well just clear the whole thing. Somebody trying to give you an offer. What's the offer? Or this is some sort of apology. Someone's wanting to now apologize to you for shit that you don't even know what the fuck they did. But they're going to have to apologize for it because they get put under spiritual judgment for the dumb shit that they do behind the scenes. And now they got to pay you. Spiritually fucking having to pay you. Right? And filling up your actual physical bank account. Now they wanting to apologize for whatever the fuck that they did so that they don't have to pay this when they still got to pay it anyway because it's karmic law. You understand? You don't even got to fucking know. Now, again, they want to apologize. Page of Swords, Page of Wands. They be watching and trying to do little shit. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. There's a Queen of Wands that you can't trust. Ace of Swords. That's the truth. Trust the Queen of Cups. The Fool. What choice are you going to make? Knight of Swords. The Chariot. There's some sort of information coming in. Somebody got blocked. Y'all be trying to hide in other person's signs, and it don't matter what sign you come out in, I'm going to call you out in the sign. Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Three of Wands. Someone lost something and they found it. God brought it back to you. The Knight of Pentacles, God gave it back. The Tower. Only got a couple cards left in the deck. That tells me someone's losing it. Six of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. That came right after the Tower. Someone has a long laundry list of payments to make. The Nine of Pentacles. This could be bankruptcy. The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is having to file for bankruptcy. The King of Swords. This could be their lawyer. The Moon, that they're going to have to hire some sort of, this could even be some sort of private investigator. Okay, last two cards, or three cards. We have the Seven of Swords, the Devil, and the Four of Wands. This person was hiding something in their home. Or they could have tried to take something from out of a home. This home is being... Didn't I just say they're going to have to file for bankruptcy? Their home is being put up for collateral. So this person is no longer a homeowner. Whoever this is, they are no longer... Oh boy. There's nothing else. 911. This person did this for so long that they lost everything. If this was your future and you were able to change the course of this reality, would you?